Hello guys! Hi! How are we today? Hi Peggy Cries! My guides told me some of you or one of you would like to talk to us, to just lighten their chest today. And I saw in the chat, would this be you, Peggy Cries? How are you doing? Is there anything you would like to share with us? Yeah. I'm just gonna check so you can hear me, okay? Yeah, okay. What happened, my friends? You can tell us, if you feel comfortable, of course. I'm sorry I'm late, by the way. I'm a busy bee today. Busy bee today. What's going on, my friend? And hi, Fabian. Beautiful seeing you here today. And just as I thought I see in chat, Sarah! Hi, Fabian! How are you today? You're tired today, my friend? Huggy! So, Peggy Grace, what's going on? What's going on, my friend? Feels like you're grieving a little today. So cuddly. Ooh. Hug. I've been working, I've had a couple of healings today, and this morning I did a healing with some beautiful pink strings of energy out of the water. That was absolutely beautiful, and I thought then afterwards I worked with some blue and yellow as well, and I thought maybe we can send some of those to you, Bear Grace. But I feel it's important for you to get to express yourself today, or to open up and to share, and then step back and just breathe. I feel it's important. So if you feel comfortable, I would like to know what's been happening, my friend. But it feels like you're grieving the future, if that makes any sense. But there's this confusion about where everything is going. But there's some grief in this, I feel. Both just confusion and some added grief. I feel sorrow. Would you like to tell me what happened, so we can talk about it? Or would you rather, as you know, as you're in the community, do the exercise together? Yeah. Yesterday I couldn't show up because I didn't have transport, and as usually, they take pictures at the end of each training. And when I was checking on my Facebook, I got a post of yesterday's group picture, and my karmic sister was in there. And seeing her affected me a bit. And now knowing that I might encounter her in there. So that's where this grief is coming from. Grief of tomorrow. It's quite an interesting feeling. Yeah. I'm looking with my guides. You know, you knew this was gonna happen. You know this was gonna happen one day. Because as we talked about before, you and I, you got this, as you say, karmic, because it is a karmic bond, and this is something that you will have to. These struggles are for your lessons in this lifetime, as we've said before. And so because your lessons are to let live. So let her live, because you've been so bonded before in past lives. It's important for you to let her be herself in this life, and you to be you. And so these struggles will come up, and you knew this as well, even though you wanted to, put that away and say, okay, so I'm done with this now, I can move on, looking for somebody else. And then this comes back around, but in your back of your head you always knew that this was going to happen. So for her to be close to you is a way for you to strengthen yourself on your path, and not because it doesn't matter how far apart you guys are, because your bond is just beautifully tight. It is important for you to have her close, in that you can strengthen your own beliefs in yourself. When you breathe, take a step back and say, okay, you're here, but I know my relationship to you, and so it's okay. And in this lifetime, I will take this step aside. And with this whole, not knowing if you can do it or not, it's all part of believing in yourself, right? I thought it was over because I'm moving on, but it seems she still has some effect on me. Yeah, she always will. Hi Tara, how are you doing? Beautiful seeing you here, my friend. Are you coming in with creativity today? Ah, tired creativity. No, I understand, dear Grace. And so, in the back of your head, you knew this were coming, and you know that, things are. This will happen because it is to strengthen your own belief system in yourself that you can do this. That's how I feel. Getting kids ready for school. I'm sorry I'm a little bit tired today, by the way. I'm not used to be working as much, and today I've been working all day. I've had 2 beautiful healing sessions today, and some phone calls and some guidance over the lunch table. So I'm a little bit tired today. I hope it's okay by you guys. You got your desk ordered and your crystal sage finally. Oh, I'm so glad for you, Tara. Oh, I really want to see your streams and do collaborations in the future. I would love to do that. Yeah, congrats. Can't wait to see the final result. Yeah, I feel the same. You gotta share with us. Surprised I went to bed about 1 a.m. and was up like someone was bugging me at 7. I'm surprised I woke right up. You're coming in with this creativity today, Tara. This somewhat tired, but still this creativity, this inspirational feeling. It feels like it's beautiful. Beautiful. Could you do something, actually, Tara? Would you be up to try something with me? And also, pancake rice? Would you guys be up to something? Oh, what can this be? I would like you, Tara, to send some positive energy in a very specific way to pancake rice. Would that be okay? Do you want to try it? Do you want to try? No, you should never make promises before you know. Sooner or later it would happen eventually. Yeah. Oh yes, you'd love to. Yeah. Okay, so, and you can do this in your own way, of course, but I would like you to, and this is, hang on, if it's okay with Pegga Christ, is it okay for you, Pegga? But I can't settle for a few till I get the kids off. Of course, no worries. Just let me know when you feel ready and we'll try it out. Because I know you want to evolve your... Oh, the creativity is really coming through, but the creative force of spirituality and meditation. So my guides would love to guide you in this, to try this little exercise. It would be lovely. So just let me know, guys, when you're ready, and we'll do 45 minutes. Okay? Sure. It'll be a very short exercise. Is it okay for you, Pegga Christ, to wait? Beautiful. I just want to build some beautiful energy today. We worked with, and this is new for me, with the water when I worked with my fiance. When was it actually? Was it Friday? I'm so confused over the days. No, Monday, yeah. This Monday, when I worked with my fiance, I got this beautiful, or actually I think it was the healing before even. I started to work with these, coming from the water, these beautiful threads of different colors for different, energy, for different energetic fields. And they're so, so beautiful. And I've come to see that I work with them more and more and more and more often. And today I had a client who, when I was putting up to, lay in this cradle that we do of light, and they would come these beautiful golden yellow strings of curiosity, because yellow is curiosity for me, right? And it would just surround this individual, and it was so beautiful to see, and you could just see the entire body lightening up, because this person, his childish behavior, or how you would like to put it, so important to him. And children are so important, and so we wanted to use that energy to heal the body and mind, or to help aid in that process. And so we had this beautiful spiral of this yellow frequency, and you could just see the body light up. It was so beautiful. I totally accepted the fact there's someone out there for me, and she's the person I was looking for. Yellow has to do with the solar plexus chakra. Yeah, it does. It does. But for me, it really is curiosity. For me, it's the color of curiosity. And curiosity, as you know, is so beautifully important to me. It's the best emotion. Because curiosity invites to change, but it also invites to opening up and listen in on what there is, within and without. And I think it's so beautiful. And so I worked today with that yellow for the solar plexus, absolutely. And then before that, I worked with blue for the communication, absolutely wonderful. And today I feel like working with green. And blue, as you know, is also the color of healing. For me, green is also very much healing. So I want to work with green and the heart chakra. And I want to build that beautiful energy with all the colors, but definitely working with the green today. Definitely. And it's so beautiful. And I just want to fill the room with this beautiful, energetic, healing energy today. I'm just gonna check if Frederick is here. Doesn't look like it. If anyone would like a reading or a transference, you can put !joy and you'll be put in queue. And I'd love to do energy readings today and transferences. I would love to. And it might be that I will cut this stream short as well. When I was a kid, I had this thing. I was very insecure, but I had this treat that we would have once a year, and I'm gonna check what it is called in English. Hang on, I'm just getting my phone. I'm gonna check what it's called in English. It's something that we eat once a year in Sweden. It is called... It's a sweet bun, and it is called... Hang on. It wasn't so easy to find. Oh, could you guys hear that? Was the computer talking to me? Let's see. It is called... It's a cream puff. It's a cream puff. It's called. It's a bun with cream and almond spread? Not spread. Yeah, almond spread and cream, and it's a bun. And it is so good. And in tradition, we eat it with warm milk. Cream puff. Yeah. You know, some similar. Oh. I had someone just trying to... We're in a business complex, and I had someone walking by and trying to get in here thinking it was their office. It's so much fun every time, because we got these little keypads that you just push, you know, against the door for it to open because it's locked. And it's so much fun when people just go, you know, they just see the lock and they put in it doesn't work, and then they look up. All right, not my office. It's a little bit funny each time it happens. But yeah. A cream puff, and this is made out of wheat usually, and so because I'm gluten intolerant, I can't have it anymore. And once a year, this Tuesday, once a year, we have this day where everyone, not everyone of course, but it is tradition to eat cream puffs, to have cream puffs. And some eat with or without milk, but with this warm milk, it's the best thing. And this was something that I was not so insecure about when I was a kid. I was so insecure about my entire life, more or less. But when the day came to have these cream puffs, it was the best feeling. And it's a little bit sad because I can't have them. And so it could be I cut the stream short, because I might go on a date with my fiance to eat and to have gluten-free cream puffs 2 days after the cream puff day, if he can find a cafe that do them. And he thinks he might have found one. So we'll see. Did you say milk or gluten intolerant? I said both. Oh, gluten intolerant. Yeah, I'm gluten intolerant. What's it called in English? Celiac. We're all gluten intolerant, yeah, because our body can't process gluten. Yeah, but some process it better than others. But yeah, it is a tough substance for the body to process. It is. But we're also individuals, and we process things in different manners. All of us. I had this over lunch just now. Because we really want to, we really want to start the business now. We really want to have more people come and get healing, especially because I tried to run away from my calling. I said, okay, fine, I will agree upon working with energy, but I'm gonna do so being an intuitive counselor, right? I'm gonna do so in having counseling sessions. And I just felt, oh, but it is healing, that is me, I am a healer. It's what I do. And I just felt this overwhelming feeling growing stronger and stronger that, oh, with these counselings, I really want to, put some healing into it. So I think I told you before, I had this where I would just put healing in the room to help individuals soak it up, so to speak. Like the cream or like the milk for the cream puffs, right? And I would do this, but I really just wanted to do healing. And then I had this session with this other healer, as I've said and talked about so many times before. And after that, it's just healing. Well, I do intuitive counseling and astral projection and astral communication, of course, also. But I also do healing, and it's all a form of healing, right? And so we really want to have people come in and try it out because it's so difficult to get the word out because it is a tough industry that we're in, and many people are. But it's really tough for us to get the word out because it is a mountain to climb, right? But with such a beautiful view, as I usually say. And so I'm putting my spine up. That's not an expression, but I believe in myself and I put myself out there. And so we have this period now when you can, for going on a month or so, you can have a discount for a healing if you provide some feedback and so on. And so when I go have lunch in this business complex, I talk to people and ask, anyone interested in a healing? And so just this lunchtime before I started streaming, before the stream, because I had a client and then I had a short lunch break and then after streaming. And during this lunch break, I was talking about this, that we had this on offer. And of course I get the question, what is healing? And that's really an interesting question, isn't it? It's so difficult to explain, I feel, but I love it because each time I explain it, I realize more and more myself, ways to how to look at it. And then I had a question, oh, so which country does it come from? And I went, healing in general? I've actually no idea. It's an ancient practice, is it not? Could it be from China? It's all over the place, I have no idea, but it was so interesting to get that question because I never had that question before. So it was really interesting. But yes, so this man sat there and said, oh, so could it help for my rashes or my rash? And I just started to read him and say, yeah, it's because of this and this and this and that. And so we came into talking about nutrition and how we are different, We can't say for certain that one particular substance is good for all of us. Everything is partly good and partly not good, right? Some things that the body is not familiar with is of course not going to be very good. But most substances are made out of part substances that the body also is made out of, because we all come from the same source, right? Being nature. But it is interesting to talk about, definitely. But we are different. We are different. But yeah, it is true that we are gluten intolerant in that we can't process it. But since it is so much of our foods, so many of our foods, then we've come to learn to process it. Maybe. I don't know, it's an interesting discussion, isn't it? Then what you said now resonated a bit with me about running from your call. Yeah. On the gluten, there's no exception. Everyone should avoid it because it's harmful for health. But there's a reason that we eat it, though. It's a reason that we have it. Otherwise, we shouldn't have it. But maybe it's just an easy way to it's an easy filler, right? Most of the foods have gluten. Yeah, indeed. It's an easy filler. And most foods, or many foods, don't actually contain, it's not made out of gluten, but it is prepared in the same environment as other foods that are gluten, or they add wheat, for example, in a way to fill it out, to have more of it, of the product. So yeah. But no, so I think it's really cute and really sweet that he will see if he can take me to a place where they do it gluten free. Wouldn't that be cute? Well, I'm hoping so. Oh, here he is now. Not that I don't agree with you, but studies done showing there's no harm in eating gluten if you're not intolerant. At least from the studies I've seen. I think there's many different studies, and I think we can talk about many different products and many different nutritions and supplements and all of these different material that we put into our body. We can talk about it from many different perspectives, and our viewpoints will always change. And I think it's beautiful that it can be fluid, as long as we hope to be able to listen to our own bodies. I think that is the most important thing of it all. And I think, because I had this question about traditional medicine and then healing, because one person asked, oh, so is it instead of going to the doctors, can we go to you? And I said, of course not. Never. It's not instead of, it's added with or added to, if that works for you. But I would never say, come to me instead of your doctor. You don't need your doctor, come to me. No, I would never say that. It's so important to get it from different perspectives. But I did get the question, and so that had me thinking about the benefits of seeing a healer, in that we are so very, very different as people. We are very similar, and traditional medicine is very good at seeing that and what we can do to create this great foundation of our own to be stood up. But from then, we're so different in how we work. And I think that it's important to listen to people who are experienced as doctors, definitely, because they've seen many cases of the similar thing, so they can help you. But I think it is also very, very important to listen to yourself. It's the first thing you should do. If it feels right to you, with both heart and mind, then it is right for you. Most often when I say that, people think, oh, so addictions are good, obsessions, to just have a sugar addiction is good for me because I want the sugar. You want your sugar with your head or your heart, but you don't want it with both. So it's when you can say that you feel it in both that you should listen to it, is what I believe. But like I said, I would never, it's like we're the same, I would never act as a lying detector. I have no reason to. And in the same way, I have no reason to act as your physician, because I'm not. It is not medical what I do. I'm just here as a extended hand to see if we can have you find peace so that you can feel better within yourself. But it's interesting. I wouldn't believe in those studies, because here comes the shocking part: most of the medicine literature is fake because that's been influenced by pharma industry. Yeah, studies haven't shown any signs of it, but hey, we still have a lot to learn about the world. Indeed we do. If you're interested, I can post the articles that talk about that on Discord. But there's so many different articles and so many different viewpoints and standpoints of everything. So I think we can just take it from ourselves. And it's a cliche, I know, but it's a cliche for a reason, right? I truly believe in that. So that is what I like so much about or love with healing, is that it accepts that all of us are different and that we need different processes. And I learned so much in doing this. And I think I find myself falling into these traps, not traps, but you know, when I've had 5 clients reacting in a very similar manner, I have this, you know, you come into thinking, oh right, this is how it is, you know, so this is what I should expect and what I can tell the client when they come to me. And then comes this other individual, this 6th client, and completely different. And so then you go back to the drawing board and say, all right, so some people do this and others do that. What else can it be out there? You know, you just have to keep yourself being open to everything, well, all over again. And it's the best thing I know. With each healing, there's always something new for me to learn. And I think it's so beautiful. I love what I do. But it's also scary, because you really come down to that. You have to trust in yourself and in your guides, but in yourself, that what you do is to help. Because sometimes the ego goes in and you start, you know, questioning yourself, and you start feeling like when you hold these clusters that I talked about before, and it's just this feeling, should I put them back into the body? And if I put them back into the body, I see these tentacles, you know, and the heavy feeling coming back. Or should I give them away and I can see this recklessness within the body? You know, this light feeling that there's no fear. And with no fear, we become reckless. And so it's trying to balance these in a fashion that is comfortable to the clients. And that's really, it's fascinating and it's beautiful. And I just hope to know that I do what I do in order for people to feel good about themselves. But it is scary, you know, but what wouldn't be scary? I'm just open to talk about it. And today, I had to tell you something, guys. Today, I had a client coming in that had not been with me before. They had not, you know, I don't even think they've had healing before. And I did a session, and afterwards, in the reflection part of it, they said it felt like things were, you know, leaving the body on certain areas. And I just looked at them amazed, you know, and I said, yeah, I understand why you feel that, because that's how I work. I pull frequencies out and clusters out, and I hold them above the body or next to the body. So that feeling, they could actually feel that practice. You know, they could feel me. They could feel these things, something leaving the body. And that was so fascinating to me to hear. And then they would tell me about how, you know, they would tell me, oh, I felt this really, it felt really heavy in this particular part of my body during this particular part of the healing. And I could say to them, yeah, that was because we were loosening things up that were spread all over the body. and that particular emotion or that particular cluster all, came together in this particular area of the body that you felt was really, really heavy at this particular time. And so they could feel all of this happening, which to me was astonishing. It was beautiful. I mean, I see it happen before me in the fifth dimension. I can see all of this happening. But then to hear them also explain how they could feel it and experience it, that is so beautiful and also scary. Just like I said with telepathy, when you start to realize what you do, because all I ever want to do is to help people, but when you realize what you do actually is happening, that brings with a very strong sensibility of, or feeling of, being, having this, I just feel like there's so much, I have so much to be respectful towards, I have so much to put into consideration. And it is a beautiful but very tough thing to just leave all those feelings of responsibility and just trust in yourself and in your heart that what you do is for the other person's well-being. It's such a evolutionary feeling, And my ego, just now when I talk about this, is, it's difficult to talk about because it sounds like I don't take responsibility. The thing is, my moral code is so prompt that it's a little bit shaken. And that's probably why I feel this. So I just need to let go and just trust. And that's why I have this channel, and why I do this, why I talk to you guys. I want you to see this transparent. I want you to see what it truly can be to be experiencing this journey. And so, yeah. I'm gonna read chat now. It's very similar to the reconnective healing. Are they some of the experiences described on the recognition book? Alright. How the people who were getting the healing would hear voices, smells, and in some cases seeing like figures. Yeah. Oh, Tara, I'll be ready in 10 minutes. Yay! And I get to the kids to school. Doing my coffee, then I'll be ready. Oh, beautiful. And it's just so beautiful to see. I mean, this should be every day to me, but it still is a special thing, Today, when I had this client and I wanted them to, I held an energy cluster in my hands and I wanted them to themselves take their hand and feel it, but in the fifth dimension, I wanted them to heal themselves and to feel this is within me and it's okay because it's me and we shouldn't have to shy away, we should be free, This music is very loud, I apologize. And so I would use my wands and the energy and I just worked with their hands to, in the fifth dimension, take the hand and place it on the energy cluster. And as I did this, as I took the string and lifted the hand, I could see the physical hand lift and I could see it twitch and move. And each time this happens, it's so beautiful. But each time I go like the rational side in my mind, go, oh, have they done this a lot during the healing? Do they twitch their hands or these muscles? Each time I see it, with, especially with the throat chakra, with the communication chakra, you can really see the muscles, twitching. And each time I go, have they done this the entire healing? Is this how their body works? You know, or what is going on? Or when sometimes I like to tickle them under the feet, you know, with energy to just activate the aura. I found that for many people, tickling, you know, because I usually ground people going with the roots of Gaia up through the feet. And then I also like to tickle them somewhat, you know, with just joy, the bubbles of joy. And it's so funny when that particular foot starts to twitch or they rise it up or, you know, something happens. And each time I go, have they done this all the while? You know, are they doing this with their feet? Because we do move our body, you know, but it's so interesting each time. Hang on, guys. I'm gonna check. I have a little. Oh dear. You know what? The cream puffs exists. I'm going on a date. Hooray! So I'm gonna cut the stream a little short, but we'll go to maybe half to 4. So we'll see. Hooray! They have the cream puffs. It's a go, go, go. I was just answering. Hooray! Oh, I'm so happy. I was actually sad, you know. I was sometimes this really comes through also for me. This feeling of why does everyone get this but me? You know, why must this happen to me? I had that feeling with the cream puffs actually, because they were talking about them all over the radio. And then my fiance had some at work and they were everywhere, you know, and I just felt, oh, I can't have one. It's been a couple of years since I have been able to have one, so. Oh, Saint Sabagus, how you doing, my friend? A long time no see. How you doing? Oh, guys. Careful now, Bumpus can hear us. He just said. Usually he has no sound, but apparently today he can hear us. Or maybe I went, wah, so he could hear. Oh, you came back from college and work? Saint Zephygus, I would like to I feel you have got some twitching or some strain on your what's it called? I'm gonna check what it's called. I'm sorry when I switch between languages and I'm not very good at it. I know what it's called. I just can't find it. This is something that me and my twin has been dealing with a lot lately. Just losing words. Apparently it's just temple. So because you have on your right side, I feel there's some strain in your temple. Is it really just temple? You have 2 temples. Is that really the case? I thought the temple was just here. But yeah, the temple. I feel you get some strain in your... I'm trying to see which side it is. But yeah, I'm feeling in the right temple. I would like to put some healing on there, if that would be okay. Can you hear that? Hang on. Can you hear that, guys? I'm sorry if you can. I don't know what's going on. Someone is doing something in the building. I'm sorry. I just... gonna do this for a little while. I'm gonna work with red here, I feel. I usually don't work with red, so it's really interesting, but I want to work with this energy here to have the flow go steadily, if that makes any sense. Let me just see if I can find you, my friend. Okay, they would like to do this with water, so I'm just gonna, you're gonna hear a little bit of pouring water now. I apologize. Whoop. Okay. You haven't experienced any migraine, have you? Because this feels related to nausea. I don't think it's anything that you've experienced, but I see it's something that I wanna heal for you, okay? There you are, my friend. Hi. I don't feel like you're feeling something now. I just feel you're carrying some fever-ish symptoms. I just want to help the blood flow so you can there. I'm going up via the cheek now and up to your temple, okay? So I'm gonna have this motion going. And then I'm just gonna brush your temple like this with the energy. So just relax, my friend. Okay, I got it here. Take a deep breath in. Right, I got it. You can breathe normally. Beautiful. I'm just gonna heal this. I don't know if you can see, this is an energy cluster that I talked about. I'm not sure you can see anything. I'm not looking at the stream now either. There, okay. I'm gonna hand it over to your guides. Wrap it up some. Hand it over to your guides. And then they're gonna give me a little feather in exchange. And I'm just gonna brush that gently over your temple, your brow. I've been by your brow now, sorry. But up towards the temple. Eyebrow. There, okay. I'm gonna put my fingers on either side of your temples. And I'm just gonna push lightly. There. Okay. And now I'm gonna pull some golden thread with the roots up to help aid the process of healing. There. Okay. And I'm just gonna send some green waves from the heart chakra. I'm gonna do it in a form of butterfly today, I think. Okay. Here it is. Okay, I'm sending it to you, my friend. is received. Beautiful. Okay. I can't say what it is, my friend. I cannot. But it felt having to do with sweat, fever, some nausea. Could be a common cold, but I wanted to help you with it somewhat. It could be that that you will experience those symptoms, but hopefully I'm gonna put a little bubble there for you to draw energy from should these symptoms appear to you. There, so it's with your guardian angel. So you can tap into that if you start feeling ill. Okay. And I can't say for sure what it is, but I hope that I can provide some joy and some love. They're talking about enlightenment. There is no reason to worry. Just be you. It could be a common cold. It was just something that I wanted to help you with, but I do feel this being in, the breathing capacity. But I think that is you being afraid that it might be something dangerous, And I'm not gonna say that to you over the internet. It was not something like that. I just wanted to help you, to provide some comfort. And should it be something that spirals up, I hope that this little fountain of joy, that is something that you can tap into with your guardian angel if you feel yourself being nauseous. I'm just gonna see with my guides because they're talking about your liver now, so I just want to see if there is some habits Do you work in dusty environments? Construction sites? Or building sites of some description? Because I'm not in your library now. I'm just seeing the energy. Desk programming, okay? Because it feels like it has to do with construction sites. Do you have any around you? We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see what happens, my friend. But I hope that this little bubble can help you. If you start feeling these symptoms, I hope that this little bubble can help you. Okay. Now I thought you wouldn't resonate, but it's still there with construction sites and dusts and this grimy air, not air pollution, but dusty environments. So maybe stay away from that for a little bit. And then if you start feeling these symptoms, then you can tap into this. Just breathe and trust that you can tap into this fountain of little bubbles, and hopefully that will get you through and all will be well. I'm just gonna see what. Okay, so it's just, usually I don't talk about the future, but here it is coming through that you should be careful when to visit construction sites or dusty places, and just stay away from them a little bit, and then see this healing process within you, so you are okay to visit them again or to visit them. So they want to tell you that be careful in going visiting those places. Just be mindful. And like I said, we've now prepared this little fountain if you should start to feel any symptoms, so you can feel good and be you with a little bit of joy, hopefully. So usually I don't talk about the future, usually I don't predict the future, but this is something that my guides wanted you to know. So I hope I did not scare you, because that was not my intention. Of course. And so just be mindful if you are going to visit construction sites, that try to not breathe it directly in, okay? And just be more careful in general. Okay. They're talking about the month of July. That all should be well by the month of July. So just be mindful, okay? And all will be well. And I do not mean to scare you. I just want to send you love and hope. Right? I'm gonna check. I have Bumpus is saying now that, oh, I should add that I can't hear you always. I just heard you then. So I don't know how you heard that I said that if you can't hear me, right? That's great, since I guess. Okay, Tara, are you here, my friend? Maybe Bumpus read your lips. Maybe. Or he just knows me. Or he heard me, you know, in our little system. Are you here, Tara? With your coffee? Tara? Is anyone here? She should be here. Tara! We're gonna do the exercise. I'm gonna see if anyone wanted. 1 second, hospital calling. Okay. Okay. Of course. Sorry. Just gonna see. If there was anyone who wanted a reading or transference. No. Frederick, if you are here, just let me know, because you are on my list. So if you are here, just let me know. No, it's interesting because with you saints, because they are talking about working at construction sites. So I feel you may be visiting one by work, in your work or something. And when you do, it's just important for you to be mindful of not breathing it directly into dust particles. We all should think about this, but there's something that they want you to be especially mindful of. And so there's a reason that I tell you, I guess. You know, there's a reason for everything. But they are talking about you going there in your line of profession, or with your colleagues, or, you know, having to do with work. So just be mindful. Talking about Monday. But after the month of July, all should be well, is what they're saying. Usually I don't do fortune telling, as you know, or to talk about the future. But I do. I get stuck on things because my moral is, you know, biting at me. Because I don't want to scare you, but I still. This is one of those times when you just have to trust that what you say is for the other person's well-being. So, with love, my friends. Okay. If you're still here, even. But with love. We are just waiting Oh, Tessie Pride, hi. Loving the content. Am I a psychologist? I am not. I'm an intuitive counselor, a healer, and medium, but I am no psychologist, and what I do is non-medical. I work with energy for your well-being. Of course, you can ask me anything, Tessie Pride. Thank you, Fed for French. Beautiful having you here. Don't psychologists work with science? I'm not sure. It depends, but yeah, I hope to work with science as well. I would love to do research, scientific research, and I stand, in the middle of, I can believe what I do be working with energy, so with spirituality, but I can also see it being just psychology, just in my head. But whatever it is, and everything in between, but whatever it is, it seems to be working, and I'm just proud and happy to be able to do what I do. But I would love to do some research, and I would love to, look at it from a scientific point of view. So I guess some psychologists do, yeah. And I would love to do too. Do the curtains match the carpet? You know what? I had that question before. I can show you. Are you ready? They don't match per se. Let's see if you can see. There's the carpet! But it gives quite a beautiful vibe to the room, I feel. In this light, it looks off though. But it is beautiful. You have to trust me. But this is the office, yeah. So that's the carpet, and that's the curtains. But I had that question before. And you work with the Force of Star Wars. Well, I work with energy, and that energy could be electricity, it could be radio waves. I believe there are frequencies, so I believe that we're all connected by frequency or in frequency, that we all come from the same energy source, and that we're all connected via that energy source. And so we can connect on different frequency levels or in different frequencies, like a radio, maybe, or electricity. We all know that, electricity runs through our body, or some sort of energy. And I believe this is the same. We work with the very same energy, just in different ways, maybe, or in different frequencies. The kitchen remains not so active, but love to all. Oh, Fabian, you're so sweet. Oh, Tara, yes, we're gonna work. Oh, thank you, Fed. What was your question? Do you do readings? Really want to know why my dad left? Of course I do readings. If you want a reading, you can put !joy in chat, and you'll be put in queue. As it is. First off, we are going to work with Tara, because we're going to do a little experiment, or we're going to do a little exercise. And then I feel beautiful. And then I feel I might go have a small little break, and then we come back and do some energy readings. But we're going to do this exercise with Tara and Perkrise. Are you ready, guys? Are you ready? Perkrise, ready? Tara, are you ready? Ready! Okay, it's a very small exercise, and I'm gonna help you through it, okay, Tara? So just breathe, and also you, Perkrise. Okay, so Tara, I want you to go and get a clear glass of water. Can you do that? Your dad is going in and out. There's energy, yeah. I had a I had a healing. I told you this before. I had a healing a couple of, was it now weeks ago? 1 week ago, perhaps. And after that, both my computer and phone didn't work. No, it was a couple of weeks ago because I couldn't stream. Ah, that was it. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Peggrace, I want you to sit, stand, or lie comfortably and just be you. Just breathe in and out. You will have your reading after we do this exercise, my friend. You are placed in queue. I'm just waiting for Tara to return. Okay, beautiful. Now, Peggrace, I want you to just breathe. Oh, I moved the camera somewhat. In and out. And I want you to put your right hand on your forehead, Peggrace. And I want you to put your left hand on the back of your head. Moving up to the top of your head. I want you to breathe in, hold it for a little moment, and breathe out. And as you exhale, I want you to move both your hands to be laid on top of one another on your chest. Your left hand closest to your chest. Okay, beautiful. Now, Tara, I want you to place the glass of water in front of you. And I want you to do the same. I want you to put your right hand on your forehead, your left hand on the back of your head, then moving up to be on top of your head. I want you to breathe in and out, and as you exhale, I want you to put both your hands on your chest. Left hand closest to your heart. Peggrace, I want you to stay in that position. Just breathe in and out. And Tara, I want you to open your hands and put your palms up, facing upwards. And just breathe in and out. And I will put in your right hand a little bubble. Okay. There, Peggrace, just breathe in and out. Beautiful. Now I'm gonna rise this little bubble, Tara, and I want you to breathe in and out. Just breathe normally, but feel the energy flow through you. Okay? And when you feel ready, I want you to raise your hands up to think about Peggrace. And I want you to put in an exhale. I want you to put both your hands surrounding the glass of water. And when you've done so, I want you to stay there, close your eyes, or keep them open depending on what feels right to you. Find the flame within you And breathe in and out. I can feel it beautiful, my friends. And feel the energy moving through the water. Beautiful. Now, I will help. I will take that little bubble. Just hold your hands on the glass. And Peggy Grace, I want you to slowly lift your hands off your chest. Put them in front of you, palms up, and breathe. Beautiful. Beautiful. I'm going to help with the transition, transference. Beautiful. Now I will have some bubbles come surrounding both of you, starting with Tara. I will just have the energetic bubbles be around you and go in a swirl around you. Just breathe in and out. A swirl around you. And now I will move them in your transference to Becca Grace, receiving them there. Beautiful. When you feel ready, Tara, I want you to let go of the glass carefully. Put your hands back over your chest and thank yourself for the experience. Peggy Grace, when you are ready, I want you to sit for a little while longer. Just let this little swirl around you. And when you're ready, I want you also to take both your hands, place them on your chest. Inhale, hold it for a little while, and exhale. And so I thank you both for the transference. How was it, guys? Did you feel it? I can feel Tara's, oh, I found my way up. It took some time, but I'm here now. I don't know how to get down. It's okay, my friend. The perfume smell, yeah. And you know now what that means, right, Peggy Grace? Now what they're telling me, Tara, that glass of water, you do what you want with it, but what you can do is place it on the windowsill and have it there just for a day or two and have that wonderful, beautiful energy be there with you in the room. If you feel like it, you do how you feel. My whole backroom power searched when you began this series. Oh, you see what you can do, Tara. You see what you can do. It's absolutely wonderful. It was a nice experience. I wonder where the perfume smell was coming from. But it was from your great grandmother that we talked about before. You remember about you being on the right path. So all this was because the energy we wanted to, that Tara found this energy, this creativity. What we wanted to put that into your journey of trusting yourself, as you know, my friend. And that perfume smell, always a beautiful reminder of that you are on the right path, right? So stop questioning it. You know this, right? And I say that with love. thankful about a power backup yesterday. Thank you so much. I'm sorry. But it's beautiful, isn't it? I think it's absolutely beautiful. Of course, Tara. It was beautiful to be here with you. Fed for French. Yes, of course. Oh, Tara, you know, we could have done it another time. But all is for a reason, right? Thank you for the beautiful experience, guys. Okay, Fed for French. I will see if there is something for you today. I'll see if you're first in line. Hang on. Yes, you are. Okay. Have a beautiful walk back across. And that is perfect now after this also. Take in that perfume and that nature that it means that it holds, right? So, Fed for French, did you have a did you have a specific question for me? Because it feels like you might do because you're testing me, or would you just like me to see what is coming up? You'd just like me to see what's going on. Wow, what a name! Thank you so much for following. Europe 122. Welcome to the community. I hope you're alright, my friend. When will you find a lover? Okay. Fed for French. Okay. See how we want to work with you. I do have Ratchet here, who is usually here when someone is trying to test me and have me prove something. So I will take this very easy with this reading, my friend. Ooh. And it might be rather general, but we'll see what happens. I hope it can help you some ways. Okay. So what is coming through for you is rather general, my friend, and it's something that many of us can resonate with. And it's about your quirkiness and not feeling quirky. And it's about how you just, there's so much going on that you from a very early age wanted not to bring to the table, so you brought so much else, you know, going off being this not joker but not really taking life seriously, and that's not a bad thing, right? You have experienced things that are very difficult to understand if you've never been in it, and you've experienced some heartache and some total mess ups, that's just the word coming through. And so instead of feeling that you've been unfairly treated, you kind of shut it all off, taking it more on the jokey side, if that makes any sense. And this is what you do, this is what you've always done, if you know what I mean. you got this other part of you, you know, and I'm talking about this classical part. I feel you got maybe your mother or not, but you know, there's more interest in the arts or the classical ways of, or more, what can you say, a more gentlemanly kind of a style, more, not, I don't want to use the word rich because no, but you know, this more luxurious, but not really most, how can I explain it, more classy. And for some reason you really don't want to bring that up. It's like that's part of you that's not there to stay, or how to say. But you got so many interests that for some reason you just shut off. And because you do this, and because you're now testing me, wanting me to prove this, rather than wanting to listen to the answer, they're being very general and very taking it very easy with me. But when finding a lover, when finding someone, the harsh reality for all of us, because for so many people being able to resonate with this, how can we find someone, or we can find someone, but it is so much easier to find someone being genuine against you or to you, with you, if you know and are genuine with who you put in front of them, so who you are. And I feel like you've hidden so much in yourself about who you are that would be lovely to see. And this is on the classy side. It's quite interesting to see, because there's really two very separate lives and ideas here, which is quite interesting. But it feels like you've been so shut off from a big period, or a big, you know, because your family's been struggle, because you've been, you know, it's not been easy. There's parts of you that you don't want to recognize, and a lot of us can resonate with this. And I feel this is on your mother's side. I feel this very being close to your mother. I feel this, you know, this interest, this hobby, and they're being not very clear with me. But this hobby, it feels like it has to do with your mother, and there's a hole, or not a hole, but there's a needle in there somewhere. And they're being very, 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 you know, careful with me. So I apologize for it not being too clear. It's just time to stop all the bullshit, is what coming through. And just be you. Because who else are you trying to, you know, this is a really tough love. But I do say with love. And if you don't resonate, don't take it to heart. But truly, I just want you to stop the crap. You deserve better, and people around you deserve better, but especially you. And it just feels like you're putting on a show, and so many people do. But you come to this point in life where you don't have to do that anymore. If you just lay back and be who you are, you got so much more to show than that joker. And being a joker is not bad, but if you want to be that, be it, you know, with your heart. But stop the bullshit is really what's coming through. You deserve better. You deserve to be you. You deserve to explore yourself. It feels like you almost don't know parts of your background, and that is something that really sticks with you. That is something that really that is really a big part of who you are, and why you don't want to show yourself outwards. You have the right to know, and you have the right to be you. So honestly, with tough love, but for true, my friend, cut the bullshit, cut the crap, and love you for who you are. We don't have to love us, all of us. We don't have to love every little single bit of ourselves. No, we don't. But you deserve to be you, because also you are beautiful. And I know that you might don't want to hear that, and that it's something that I can say to everyone. Yeah, it is. But we're also very similar. And for you, truly, with the most love I can say it, that is what I can say. You deserve to be you. It just feels like you're shying away from a big part of yourself that you don't have to. But it feels like quite early on in life, it was something that was brought upon you. And then you try to shadow it over. And just kept on going, because that's what we do in order to survive. So it is with love that I say this. If you want to find love, and not just a lover, but who you are, you have the right to know. And the first step is to cut the the bull crap. And I would love to help you. There are people out there who would love to help you to find out who you are, because it feels like there's parts missing in where you come from. It feels like there's some parts. And you deserve to know. And first off, you deserve to be you. So who will know? If you put yourself out there, it's easier to find others who also put themselves out there. If you want people to be genuine with you, be genuine with yourself. But also know the reason why you've done this, put on a mask. I'm not saying that to hurt you, because this has also been a part, in a way, of protecting yourself, and that is loving yourself. But it is time now, once again, cut the bullcrap. You deserve better. And there are people who would love to help you. To cut the bullcrap, you do yourself. But to find who you are and the missing pieces, there are many out there who would love to help you. But it has to start within you. So, as general as it gets, mindfulness, start seeing what you have around you. And I know that is super tough. That is hard as a curse word. But take it little by little, step by step. I know it's so important to you to keep your head busy, to keep your mind busy. So what if you were to put on some music, some headphones, and then just for a couple of minutes a day, doesn't have to be any longer, just take a pen and paper, and just put down into words what you see around you. And I know this is going to be tough, because being in the mindset of now is, once again, effing difficult. But maybe try it. Just for a couple of minutes per day. If you feel like it. I think that would help you. And if you would like, my friend, if you would like me to be that person to help you, you're more than welcome to reach out to me. But there are many more out there who is here for you if you're here for you. And you coming here is a start. Does that feel okay? Tara, lovely friend. Thank you for subscribing. You got bubbles now. It means so much to me. Thank you, my friend. But fed for French, does this feel okay? So, there's many people who do this out there, finding missing pieces. And if you want that to start that journey, there are many who are out there for you. But start within yourself. And like I said, would you like me to be there for you in a more way than I am now? Let me know. Because I see you as a human being. And you deserve to be who you are. It's your life. You will explore yourself. I find the girl in my dreams when I learn to love what is most important, myself. Yeah. And to acknowledge, I mean, that is for everyone. But to acknowledge that the yogi part of you is there for a reason. And then maybe try this mindfulness, even however, I know it's tough and we'd rather not do it, we can do something else, but I feel it will help you in the long run. Just a couple of minutes a day, maybe just a track. Put on music and your headphones, listen to it, and just for the duration of a track, write down what you see around you. And do that maybe every third day or so, or just one day a week. Take it as a routine and then take it doing it more and more often. I think it would help you in the long run. Okay? I hope this has helped you somewhat. Thank you. Thank you for letting me give you that. If you got the bread, then taste it. See what it tastes like. Because it's you eating it. You know what I mean. Cut the bullcrap. With love. Okay? Does that feel okay for now? And once again, Tara, thank you. You're content. I'm happy. You're welcome to join our community, Fed for French, if you feel like it. Just know that I am here, should it ever be anything. But I know you got the power within yourself. I just see you as the human you are, and you deserve to be. You're no one else. No one should tell you otherwise. People are so fast that, rush to conclusions, or to, not conclusions, but, just to rush to making decision for themselves who you are. With love, my friend. Let's see, was there anyone else? Or was it just someone who wanted to play? we have some people here. Oh dear. Oh, no, it did work. Okay. I thought it didn't work for a while. Tara, you would like an energy transference. I'm gonna check what's for you. Are you here, my friend, still? Subscriber. Are you here, Tara? Or have you managed to go away? You would love to know if your grandmother Marion is the person guiding me. I'll see. Oh, I definitely want to use the candle for this one. I'll see what I can find, my friend. Oh, Bellhead. Hi, my friend. Your grandmother Marion. Let me see. She's talking about losing someone at sea. Is that something you recognize? Because it might not be. I'm trying to see where her frequency is. See where your frequencies are. Hang on. Yeah, she's talking about the military and losing someone at sea. But I'm not sure. No, I thought not. I wonder who that is then. Let's see who your guide are. Yeah, this woman is talking about losing someone overseas. And she's talking about the military and cinnamon buns. Oh! Bowhead, has this got to do with you? Because they're talking about knitting the strawberries now. Which, by the way, are absolutely beautiful. I'm sorry if I got the wrong frequency. I think that must be... Yeah, I think that's Bowhead. Okay, Tara, let's see. I go by you instead. Let's go by your frequency, Tara. Instead of trying to find Marian's and see what we can find. Hang on. I don't know why it's so difficult to find a frequency right now. I think there are people trying to disturb the energies. I'm just gonna ask the question instead that you had. If Marian is guiding you, Tara. If your grandmother was it, Marian? Yeah, your grandmother, Marion. She guides you in the way that she gave you knowledge, right? Because they're talking about books now, and all these different books, and sitting on a porch. I see this glass porch, and there's some interference. Hang on. She's guiding you in the way of giving you this knowledge. She's guiding you in the way of feeling stability in yourself. We're talking about this, the female aspect, and feeling strong within that. She is talking, if this is Marion, there's some interference now, so I apologize if we will have to take this reading at another time. But this woman is now talking about how the world could just go dizzy and just go blank. Not that she would faint so much, but that she would lose her way in the end. As many people maybe do. It just feels like the world would be spinning and everything would just go black. And I'm not sure this is something you can resonate with either, but it's something that definitely is coming through. And then all these books, all this knowledge, and just talking about nothing and everything, like all the knowledge that is in the everyday life, so much knowledge, so much wisdom, but in a safe space, in a space of familiarity, in a space of warmth, I just feel this smell of cinnamon buns. But there's more tea for her, I believe. It's just, for me, that feeling just gives me, this comfort. But there's some great interference, so I'm just trying to find my way back. Secret gratitude. Thank you so much for your donation. Thank you. She would travel the world from her living room. She with all these stories. Is this something that you recognize, my friends? She's one of those. I just feel this. What I do feel, this warmth, and just this earthly knowing of just being, I feel this. She had that sense of being that just, wow, does that make any sense? And she could just travel everywhere from her living room, I say. She passed when I was little. Oh, I missed out on so much information of getting to know her. I really don't know much. Oh, but she feels like such a, you could just, if she feels like this person that you could just sit there and listen to her. And not just when she talks, because she does have these, silent periods where she would just look at you, maybe not, but the person interacting with, just look at you. Maybe you can ask someone who knew her, just look at you and just, share that wisdom in silence, And it's like the story continues into the silence, and she just had this embracing feeling around her, this woman. It really is coming through now. And I do feel this cinnamon buns and just all this knowledge. So would she be the one guiding you? She's guiding you in love, in that warmth, in that that everything will be all right. So in that way, you know, when you sit and you almost, you know, when you can shiver a little even though you're not cold, and then you just feel this warm blanket around you. I know I experience this, at least with the anxiety and stress, and you know, you can shiver and you just feel that warm blanket. That is from there. That is from her. But guiding you in the way of guiding you forward, and you know, guiding you in your creativity and in your, especially taking care of children, I would say there's someone else. But with this just beautiful feeling of, you know, even though it feels like hell is freezing over sometimes. And I don't mean that in, oh, something happens that definitely can't. I just mean that it feels like it goes from hell to freezing cold. Things are just shifting, you know, because we have to do with a lot of people, and because you use so many people around you, and things just happen within yourself and with others, and then you can feel this warm comfort just surrounding you. I don't know if you ever felt that, but I just feel that coming in, and that is from her, yeah. But there's other things about talking or being with children, and you know, moving forth and thinking what you want to do, how you want to do it, and this more logical part of your mind, if that makes any sense. All this is the same, right? But this more rational or more logical thinking part, I feel is from, I feel as a male figure. I'm just wondering if it could be your father's brother, your uncle, or if it is your grandfather. It has to do, it is on your father's side, I feel. Having to do with people, he was very good at laying out orders, but in a very, was very leadership kind of person. I don't know if you can sense that sometimes, the sense of smoke, like cigarette smoke, if you ever felt that. Leo, your father's father. Have you ever felt that? Always see smoke. That would be him. And he is on the more rational part, you know, the more going forth, you know, and how you handle authority, but in a warm, embracing way. You know? So that would be him. And then this blanket would be your grandmother. But he is more forthcoming, or he is more, you know, pushing you with love, but to have you take these, you know, when you wonder, how could I ever deal with this situation? You don't wonder, because you just do. It just comes natural, and sometimes you fall back and wonder, how did I do this? And he's there to guide you through this, if that makes any sense. And that would be him. You have to double check all the time to make sure the room isn't smoky. Yeah, that would be him, trying to guide you, or really pushing you forward, because he was really good at this. He is a little bit sad that he wasn't better at handling his emotions, because he could be quite, not harsh in a sense, but he was being so focused on taking care of others in a leadership role, not taking care, you know, not nurturing, but taking care of, planning, and you know, so people did what they had to do in order to be good, if that makes any sense. And he was so focused on this that he sometimes could be silent. He could be a bit, he felt like he was ignoring people because he fell back so much into, when he was hit with emotion, he is sad that he couldn't handle that in another way than to just numb it. And when things would happen and when things would hit him, he would numb it down and become silent, and then he would go off with authority, and that was his way of dealing with it. And he's sorry that he didn't have the ability or the people around him to learn better, or didn't let the people around him in. I don't know, I feel like he would have met your mother. Or he knows about her now because he loves your mother. Or he, in his way, just thinks she's so. So it's interesting that there are people who you haven't met that are leading you forward, but all that smoke would be him, and that blanket would be her. Not sure if I ever met her in the physical. No, I wasn't sure either, because when they meet, it's so. It's not a clear picture, so I feel they're trying to say that it was more, after the passing. I find it amazing how it's my father's people come forward here. But they're trying to make things right. Or they're trying to make things right in the way that they know best. They're just trying to get by, to have the family move on forwards in the best direction. And this is their way of showing that gratitude and respect. They're just trying have what they know. They're not trying to make right by, mending all scars. They're rather just trying to have the family get by. Because emotion is not their strong suit. Yeah, but still knowing about their miscomings, or they know that emotion is not their strong suit. So they're doing what they can best. And it's interesting to see this going down in generations, or up in generation, depending on how you look at it. So even though it's unfortunate, and this is their word coming through because that's how they look at it, that's their way of showing love about what happened, what has happened, and what you've gone through, and how it all turned out. They feel like the emotion, although being on the other side of the other end of the side, the other side of the end, the other end of the circle, how to pronounce it, or how to even put it into a sentence, but on the opposite sides with your mother, even though it was, they feel it was unfortunate, still having emotion within the picture, then your grandfather on your father's side is happy that you have, so that you can pull both pieces together, if that makes any sense, Tara. And so yeah, he's saying that you're a strong-willed girl. from where you come from. And with that, he is happy that you can lead others into being independent. And that is what is important to you and what is important to him. But then the emotional side that you also have in the most beautiful way. You need an outlet for it. And I can see why you would seek, meditation and the metaphysical, if that is an expression. But it's a way of exploring yourself, which you've never really had the ability to do. You've always done, but you never allowed yourself 100%. And so to write would also be a very good outlet. You need an outlet for the emotion because there's so much leadership in your life, so much rationality. But you need an outlet for your own emotion. I'm trying to stop focus on me here. Always take care of everyone else. Yeah. But you've always been very introverted in that you've always been looking inwards, but never really allowing yourself to do so. So you've always been inwards, but you are focusing outward, if that makes any sense. So it's important that you take care of you, yeah. But it's difficult in the environment that you grew up with. It's difficult in where you've been. And so it's beautiful that you got that chance. When you take care of these children, when you are here for these individuals, you deserve the look of joy in their eyes. This look of, it takes a long while, but when that look of freedom comes, all that spark of life, that's you, my friend. You are beautiful in what you do. And that's them, of course, but that's you mirroring them to see that within themselves. And it's not easy, no. But boy, it's beautiful. Did that answer your question? I'm sorry it was so difficult to come into it. Yeah. So yes, she's there, but even more so is your great-grandfather, your grandfather, sorry, with the smoke. So the blanket is Marion and the smoke is Leo. What's his name, right? Oh, thank you so much for the bits, my friend, both a subscription and bits. You don't have to, but thank you. And I hope you enjoy your stay, Tara. And I hope that we will get to work together in the future. What you did today with Pegacraze, take that with you. Just look at that glass of water and just go, yes. Right? It's in your window. Beautiful. Had to take a drink out of it when you were done. I felt called to do that. Yeah. Beautiful. I love that. He was talking about Leo was his name, right? He was when you said you put the drink in the window, he said, with love, but a little bit sarcastically, to join the spiders. You just need to relax and let go. You don't have to be so, what's it called, pedant, or what's it called? No, what's it called when you want everything to be? Just let it be. Yeah, just let it be what it is. You're beautiful, my friend. Everything can be perfect now. But everything is beautiful. Thank you so so much. Does this feel okay for you today, my friend? I hope you can hear the music, by the way, guys. It's very beautiful. Thank you, Tara. I have time for one more transference. Then I'll go on this date. Ah! Don't tell Bumpus I call it a date. We've never been on a date, so when he's taking me to cream puffs, I'm calling it a date. Thank you, Tara. Truly. Okay, I'm gonna check who else was on the list. If I don't have time for you today, you will be on the list until you leave or until you get your reading. So just to come, I'm streaming again tomorrow, same time. Oh, there are many people here. I love to see that. Just gonna check if Frederick are here, because you're first on the list if you are. From before, I'm just gonna check. No, okay. Hi, Overrouge, how are you? Okay, I've got time for one more, and it is Tessie Pride. If you're here, my friend, I'm happy to hear you, my friend. Tassie, are you still here? It's coming, okay. I love to see that you're still here, Fed French. So, okay. Sorry, I had a lot going on my phone. It's been a really busy day today. Thank you. Tessie, I want to talk about music with you. Is it rap music, perhaps? Or what can it be? Of course, you can ask a leading question if you want to. I just really want to talk about music with you, because it's a go. Stop shying away. But yeah, you can ask me a question, and I will see if I can find your frequency. So am I, Bird. And thank you so much for being here. Your strawberries, by the way, Bird, absolutely beautiful. Dad liked rap music, but I left for some groceries when I was young. Where's my dad? Okay. So do you... Okay, hang on. Because the first thing coming through was rap music. Music, especially. Let me just see what I want to get for you. Tassie. Okay. Now, when it comes to finding people, you should always, or no matter what it is about, you should always trust yourself first. Your words, your thoughts, your feelings come first. I can be wrong. I'm just human, just like you. But I hope to be able to provide as much as I can. I'm just gonna see. But yeah, rap music is coming through. Is Grease something you would resonate with, my friend? Head to run, get ready to bring my car to garage. Okay. Thank you, Tara. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you in the community. Take care, my friend. Thank you for being here. And thank you for being you. Grease the musical? I was thinking about Grease the country. But it could be the musical. I was thinking about a country. Where the waves crashing in. Let me see what I can find for you, Tessie. You're very similar, the two of you. You and Fed for French. Was that your name? Fed for French, yeah. About how life isn't a laughing matter. It's coming through. You show me this, I like. I'm trying to see. Are you really looking for your dad, my friend? I just want you to be honest. Because you, just like Fed for French, are quite good at trolling people. Is that a sentence? Is that a word? Because Ratchet is still here, and if you just want to make fun of me, that's fine. But if you're actually looking for your dad, so about the Greek yogurt and all, just let go of all the trolling, okay? I want to talk about postcards, and I want to talk about postcards from Greece. I see these waves crashing in, you know? And I want to talk about something that happened when you were 5 years of age. And they're talking about the kitchen. About a dog, perhaps. I'm not gone fully into your frequency because Ratchet is here warning me some. But I want to talk about a dog if that is anything that you resonate with, a black dog. Or a... And I want to talk about the kitchen. I want to talk about when you were 5 years of age. Have you owned a dog? Has the dog been part of your family? Because I see this dark haired. Is it a Labrador? No, it's not. Did you drop out of school? Are you guys in the United States or are you not? Because I feel United States. And did you drop out of school? That's just a question. I really can't feel your frequency. There's so much trolling going on. You never owned a pet and you're from Australia, okay. Well, I see this dog with your dad then, but I see this dog. Hi, Dirty Dragon. I'm fine. How are you, my friend? could be the black dog at your heels. How do you mean, my friend? Because he's got quite a big face, this dog. He's quite robust, if that makes any sense. It looks like a big form of bulldog. I'm not very good with this is really coming through. How do you mean by the dogs at your heels? Thank you, Daddy Dragon. I'm struggling somewhat now when people try to go the long way around, you know? Metaphorically speaking, about running my inner feelings. Yeah, you're very good at doing that, and you're also good at having other people do the same. You know? It's like with Fed French. You guys can get up to these things, you know, prank calling people, like, you know, doing these things and running a laugh, when in reality you're both looking for the other person to, or in the beginning, to stop. But then it's just been a way of living, you know. It just feels like you go into these spurs of having fun at the cost of others and also yourself. Do you wanna be a business owner? Because it feels you got this. If you just let yourself go, all these restraints that you put on yourself, and just let that go and really envision what you can do in life, you could do grand things. You know, if you just pulled yourself together. With your father, I wonder if there were some addictions involved, and some fighting, and some just see this rough, you know, scenario playing out. And also with the psychology behind it of just having had enough. And I think you're very similar in that you get to this point, you push yourself to this point that you feel you just can't deal anymore. And what you do then is to put on this masquerade once again, you know, and just wanting someone to stop you in your tracks. But if someone does, you will still continue, but you will look back waiting for them to run after you and say, you know what, I really mean this. I don't want you to do this anymore. You know? Heroin. Yeah, I thought it was some drugs involved. I didn't want to say drugs, but it was definitely some addiction. And there's just this rough, you know, this rough out source of growing up. But I also feel like with your mother, she wanted to put up a facade of the family doing better than you did. You know, trying to be more. But she also just left. Oh no, she just left it to what it was. And you also have this drive of just, you can't deal anymore. And then you, in your family, you deal with different things. I feel I have a cousin with a similar, they just want to talk about your cousin in this. It could be a friend, but it feels like your cousin. You just got this blood, you know, this blood flow of you just you just deal with this shit until you can't deal anymore, and then you just put on this facade and you just drive yourself up the wall. And if you would stop and look at what you do to yourself, you would start the circle once again. Because you do have this clever side, or this, you are intelligent. You're an intelligent human being. And you like to put things in order once you calm down. You go on these masquerades, if I can call them that. And then when you're on your own by yourself, you can put things right in front of you, seeing what has happened and what you've done. And you'd like to plan it out before yourself, and you can see it all. You're very intelligent, and you can keep it all also locked up inside. You could do wonders. You're an intelligent person. We are all intelligent, but you have this way of structuring your thoughts, and you're not letting anyone see this. Because it's easier to run from it. It's easier to fall back into those thoughts sometimes that maybe you should just do the same as your parents is going through. Or you could do the same as you and believe yourself, just like what I said to Fed for French. You guys, who are you trying to fool? Because you, Tassie, you're not fooling yourself. Yeah. You're not fooling yourself with this. You come back each time and you look at what you do. You see everything clearly for within yourself. And yet you find yourself doing it all over again. So what do I want you to do? I want you to go down to the beach and just sit there and look at the water. I want you to spend time with yourself and with what you've got around you. Like what Fed for French about the mindfulness, but you have that. You know that you do that each time you're in yourself. You're in everything. It's almost like everything around you is this sentient being. It's just everything draws your energy. And this because you're an empath. And running away from your destiny, if we talk about that, because you feel it's easier, because you've been taught that way. You have this way you can compartmentalize your own thoughts, and you can lay it out right in front of you, like a mind palace, right? And you're an empath, so everything gets to you. And because of that, you're running away. And with running away, I mean putting on this facade. You don't want to hurt people. You think about every single person that you might have hurt. So go back to nature. This is the waves coming through. It has nothing to do with Greece. I want you to go down to the ocean. I want you to sit by the water and be by yourself. And I want you to feel the sand in your hands. And I want you to hear the breeze, feel the breeze on your body. And I want you to know that each and every person that you see has once, in their own way, felt the same way as you do. So each time you see someone being sad, you know they feel what you feel. Each time you see someone being mad, you know they feel what you feel. And each time you see someone smile and can be genuine in that, you know there's hope also for you, because that is who you are inside. You see the world for what it is, so why are you trying to shy away from it? I'm sorry to say that you're an empath, but you can do the same work as I do, but in a more rational way, to put things together. Because things are living beings for you, and not in the way that, you're mad, and that comes from you, I'm sorry, but because it's energy, and energy matter. Energy is matter, and it draws your energy. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing weird with that. You just need time for yourself to regain that energy. And you don't have to think about all this that I'm saying now, because I know it's too much. So just go out and sit and just know that however shitty it feels, whenever you see someone smile, I can almost guarantee you that they once felt a similar feeling to what you are feeling. Because we are similar. And next time maybe it will be you smiling. I believe in you. So stop shitting on yourself, if I can use that expression. I will look at it in just a moment, Daddy Dragon. Don't worry. Does this resonate with you, Tessie? So you know why your dad ran away, because you feel it within yourself. So don't do the same. And one day you'll meet again. Don't run away from yourself. You're beautiful the way you are. And you can never escape yourself. You know that mind always comes back, putting things together, laying all out in front of you. Because that's how you work. And that's beautiful. And all you needed was to someone to see it, because you've hidden it away for so long. I see it. Now it's your turn. Let's do this. Let's make something else out of this. You've taken us this far. Let's make something beautiful out of it. Let's build the life we already live, and let's have fun. Welcome, Daddy Dragon. Thank you so much for the follow. I hope you enjoy your stay in our community. So Tessie, are you still with us? How do you feel? I'm gonna check if you're still here. Looks like maybe you're not. Okay. I hope that if there's anyone who knows Tessie, I can say this to them, or if there's anyone that resonates with the situation, but I can help you. But Tessie seems not to be here anymore, so I hope I didn't hurt them. And if anyone sees them, let them know what I said. Are you back, maybe? No, okay. It's fine. So thank you anyway, wherever you are, for letting me give you that. And hopefully it will come through your frequency. Thank you. I will check your DM now, Dirty Dragon. Happy birthday. But I will not do what you asked me to do. But happy birthday, my friends. I hope that you will find joy and happiness and tranquility in our community. Thank you for joining. I can see if there's anything I find for you, and then I will sign off for today, because I'm off to have some cream puffs. I'm just afraid, I'm a little bit scared that they left just when I said that they can do as their father. That was not what I meant. I hope they come back. So, Bullheads and Overrouge, I will not be able to do readings today because I'm heading off, but I will be back tomorrow, same time. So I hope that maybe I'll see you then. But Dirty Dragon, I'll see if there's anything for you. Yeah, just type joy, joy, and you'll be put in queue, and I can do your reading tomorrow if we all time, or at another time. But you will be put in queue and you will stay there until you leave by writing the word joy backwards, joy but backwards, or you get your reading. Okay? Beautiful. Do you have a sister, Dirty Dragon? No. Do you have a sister? Because if not, it could be a friend of yours. It's someone that you should call today. You should make that call, they're saying. But I would love to do your reading tomorrow, or then we're back on Tuesday and next Thursday, Friday, and so on and forth. If you would like a private reading, you have a brother, okay. No, this is a woman, this is a female. I thought you didn't have a sister. This is a female that you should give a ring. You should make that call, it's all coming through. I wonder who it could be then, because I did say, I don't think it was a sister. But it is probably then a friend, or it's a female figure. It's all coming through. They just want you to know, make the call. Make the call that pops up in your mind. So maybe it is your brother, but make the call that pops up in your mind. Just a little push on that. But yeah, and I will be back. And I would love to do your transference then, if that's okay with you. And I'll go have my cream puffs. I'm excited, can you tell? And if anyone sees Tassie, please let them know what I said. Because I do mean love and joy and bubbles of joy. So for you who are new here, welcome. I hope that you will enjoy your stay. If you would like a private reading with me, just you and me, then feel free to reach out to me on Discord, or send me an email, and we'll find a time slot that is suitable for both. It could be a distant healing, and then we don't have to have any communication at all at the given time if you don't feel like it. It could be a astral reading, also with no communication, or it could be a session with you and me face to face via a platform of your choice, or in typing, or however suits you. The pricing for these also varies depending on what feels right to you. We have our session, and then you're free to pay whatever amount you feel it was worth. And I'm just happy being able to be here for you. So would you like to get in touch with me, then join our Discord and send me a message there, or send me an email, and you find everything down below in all the information boxes. Use the normal, so to speak, email address, so vhe@vheintuition.com, rather than consultation at vhe or at veintuition.com. So use the vhe@vheintuition.com. So you will get a hold of me. You will get a hold of me also if you send a consultation, but you will have information that is not valid anymore. It will say that it costs a certain amount, and it does not. So I've just been too busy to fix that as of yet. So yeah. I believe that there's a reason for everything, but I don't like it when leaving words unsaid in a session, in a reading. Do you know what the call would be about? I feel there's someone moving, but not moving house, maybe moving into a dormitory or moving into... I feel it might be to do with... they're not being very clear, but they're talking about moving into a new way of life and moving into a new set of housing. So it could be an elderly home, maybe, or it could be a dormitory for college, you know. It could be all different sorts. They want you to find out that for yourself, but when it comes to mine, just make the call and just talk to them. And I hope I will be able to provide more as we open up your frequency and as I travel down your frequency and do your transference. Okay? But yeah, get in contact with me if you would like to get in contact with me privately, so to speak. And just send me an email at vhe@vheintuition.com, or on Discord is the easiest. Okay, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. And as I said, if you see Tassie around, let them know my love. Okay, and there is Discord, yeah. And I hope to see you around. Thank you for a beautiful, beautiful stream. I will go have some cream puffs now. And I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully. I definitely hope that this tomorrow will be here. Otherwise, it's Tuesday and Thursdays, as usual. But I'm hoping for tomorrow, 1 p.m. CET, so GMT +1. And for reference, it is now 20 to 3 in the afternoon for me. No, 20 to 4, sorry, it's 3:41 p.m. for me. And also, I saw in chat source code. I don't think you're here anymore. Are you? No. I saw someone was commenting on my pronunciation, on my English before. I just saw that pop through whilst I was doing the reading. That hits me. That goes straight into my heart. I love it when people say that. I'm half English. I'm not, but my twin's English, so it's just who I am. But that's me, signing off from Sweden now, guys. Have a great day, you too, guys. And please, if you do see Tassie on any channel, They're probably around here somewhere. If you would run into them, please let them know what I meant. Wonderful. Have a beautiful, beautiful day, guys. Oh, Tara, he's still here. See you very soon. Take care. All the love to you. Bye-bye. Bye.